type thing.
So then when you left at 5:30, which location did you go to?
So the Cervi 319.
Which is
The
generally...
well location.
It's a well location?
Yeah, we have the Cervi 1029.
Cervi?
Yeah, this is well names.
Cervi?
Yeah.
Like S-E-R-V-Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was 1129, and we say the 1029 most of the day.
And so these are numbers I don't even understand.
There's like section number, well number type things.
Okay.
That's how they name them.
Okay. So then it might be that, God forbid, 2 weeks from now, we're still looking for them. And it's going to be very important that all of this can jar your memory, right?
Yeah.
So I'm taking notes. So Cervi what?
So we have the 1129,
Where'd you go first?
the 319.
319. Where, and what crossroads would that be?
Oh, it's out in the ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cervi 319. Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you at Cervi 319?
Probably about an hour.
Okay. Just telling the boys what to do?
I was out there checking a line that we had leaking on Friday.
Okay. Okay, and that took about an hour?
Yep.
Then what?
Went to the 1129.
Okay. Again, is that just in the middle of a ranch?
Yeah, it's the same ranch.
Okay. Oh, so how far away?
Not far.
Walking distance?
No.
Oh,
Walk.
that's a big ranch.
Yeah, you don't drive there.
Okay. How long were you at 1129?
Probably about 20 minutes or so.
Doing what?
I was just checking, just doing an inspection over there, see if I can get the welder run again.
Okay.
This one you have to kind of run manually.
Okay. And then where?
The 1029. We were there most of the rest of the day.
Doing what?
We're trying to get a pumping unit to pump back up, and stuffing box rubbers were leaking and the rods were smoking, so we had to replace them. That's what took a very long time.
And how long were you out there?
The rest until 12:10.
So 6, 7 hours.
Ours 28C and over that's at.
Okay. So this one you went to what? Which wells did you go to when you?
So I went to the Cervi 319, Cervi 1129, Cervi 1029, Cervi 629.
So which one did you go to first?
319.
319.
Yeah.
Was anyone else there?
They showed up afterwards. Like Troy showed up, Melissa, Chad showed up, and Cody was at the 1029.
And I know Troy's last name.
McCoy.
Melissa.
Parrish.
And then
Chad McNeil.
And who was the
Cody Roberts, he was out on the ranch as well, but he wasn't at that one yet.
Okay, okay. So you get out there about what time you think?
Probably about 6:45 or so.
Okay. And you get out there, you're by yourself out there?
At that point in time, because Cody Roberts, he had reported that he had a leaking line out there on the back pressure line on the, I know this might make sense, but the back pressure line going up to the tank, and there was a spot on the ground, like a wet spot, like oil was leaking.
Okay.
So he said like it just kind of happened on Friday, and Troy told me about it. I told him, like, Dad, we'll
So
check
did you
it out.
go right there with him to try and help him fix that, or?
Well, Friday I wasn't at work.
No, I mean, but Monday morning, because wasn't
Like he was gonna meet me out there,
Oh.
but he decided to go to that 1029 first to check on that pump unit, get it trying to stroke up, trying to see if it'll like get some pump action downhole.
Okay, so you're at 6:45 at or well 319, and where you're like, what time do your other people show up?
Probably about, I'm gonna say about 7:15, 7:30, somewhere around there. And I'm trying to pressure test the line to see if I could find a leak.
Did they see you, like, I mean,
Yeah.
is this, like,
Yeah.
the truck's out there, and
Yeah.
you're out there?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
okay, you
everybody.
having conversations?
Yeah, oh yeah, everybody's out there, like, we're pressure testing the line, we're digging that line down a little bit so you can see something spraying out, and like,
So why are they not there when you're there?
they went to the office first. Most of the time, like, either they go to the office first or you go to the field first, one of the two.
Okay.
Like, we have a couple guys that start out in the field, some people start out in the office. I just knew that he had a leak there over the weekend. I was just like, all right, let's see what this is. I don't want this like getting like somewhere where it's gonna get so big that it's gonna be like, all right, we got like a health safety environmental issue on our hands. That's right there.
Okay. And as far as you leaving at 5:30 and getting to your place at 6:45, is that normal? Like you would normally leave
That's just
at 5:30?
I usually do between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I just knew it'd take us a little while to get out there. I wanted to be out but we usually like to start work at like 6:30.
Okay.
So like if I'm going to the office, I'll leave like 5:50 or so.
Did you pick up anyone on the way or
Oh,
stop
no,
anyway? Like at the convenience store, gas station, any stops
No,
on the way out there?
no.
Okay. So you go straight out there, all of a sudden the coworkers start showing up around
Yeah.
7:15, 7:30.
Yep.
And then how long are you at that well?
Probably till, because we were at that 10:29 like for most of the day. I know at the 10:29 we were probably there at 11, because we were there, or probably maybe about 10 o'clock we were there. But at that one location, probably about an hour. Trying to get, because we had to dig out that line right where it was leaking, right where like, because when the pipe comes out of the ground, it was leaking like maybe like a foot underneath it. And what had happened, like either like something like ate through it or corroded the pipe. And when we were pressure testing the line up to a certain PSI, we finally got up to a certain PSI, and it just started just like bubbling oil out of the ground.
Mm.
And it was.
I don't know anything about that, but that sounds bad.
I can show you a picture, but honestly.
That doesn't sound like that's how it's supposed to work, so.
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 o'clock, you're at 10:29.
Yeah, I hit the other two locations I told you about in between, because at 10:29 we were there for the rest of the day, until I left.
So 3:19 till when, do you think?
Probably till about 8.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
And then you go to which well?
I stopped by that 6:29, but I wasn't there for very long, probably like 30 minutes or so, because I had some whip checks that because that wellhead we were getting ready to turn back on, but it was missing 2 parts at the wellhead. I thought I had 2 whip checks, only had 1, so I was like, oh, gonna do that.
And who is at that well when you get there?
No, that was there.
Okay, and then the next well number is what?
The 11:29, I drove over there to see if it was ready to run. It wasn't, so.
And what time do you think you got there?
Probably about 9.
Okay. And then you were there till 11, is that what you said?
No, I was there till probably about 10.
Oh, 10, okay.
Yeah.
And then where did you go after that?
10:29.
Oh, you were there from 9
These are all
to 10.
well numbers.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
I know this is all like,
it's good. So you were there from 9 to 10 at
Yeah.
the one before 10:29.
Yeah.
And then you were at 10:29 from 10 o'clock till...
Until I left. Until like 2 o'clock or till 1 o'clock when I left.
more up so we wouldn't have any further contamination. And then after that, Chad and Melissa, they pulled away since I parked over here with Chris, and Chris had went back to his truck to check his phone. So I grabbed a shovel from right here and I walked it back over to his pickup and handed it to him. And he said, no, there's still, since that stain's still there and the dirt's already stained, we're going to put that back in there. So then he filled back in the hole and then he came back over to the pickup. And then after that, he left first because I told him I grabbed the gate. So he got out of here, went through, and then I followed behind him and I closed the gate behind me.
Okay. So when you get there,
Yes, sir.
do that one again. So
Yes, sir.
everybody left,
Yes,
and then everybody went over to the 1029.
yes, sir.
Is that
the
correct?
1029.
Okay,
But
along
him and
with
I were
Cody.
the last ones on the 319 location.
Okay,
Because I was standing over by that valve that we locked and tagged out.
Mhm.
And Chris was over by his pickup. Melissa and Chad got in their trucks and they drove off and said, "We'll see you guys at the 1029. I said, okay. So I grabbed his shovel, walked it over to his pickup, and he said, "No, there's still staining on that ground, so we need to cover that up." So he covered it up. We got in the truck. I told him I closed the gate. He left, and then I left.
what's the point of covering it up? Just
Covering
I'm
up
curious.
well,
But, and just so I'm clear, everybody left when you guys left.
yeah, they
Okay.
left, and then.
And did you guys return to the 319 at all?
No, sir.
That day?
I didn't return to the 319 that day. I went back over to the 1029.
Okay,
The 1029 pumping unit is where we were.
everybody.
Yeah, well, Melissa, Cody was over there because Cody was already at the 1019 prior.
Okay.
And then Chris pulled
I'm
up
sorry,
and
is
then I pulled up behind him.
1019 or 1029?
1029.
Okay.
1029.
I'll make sure we're talking about the right one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.